The Xbox and Bethesda showcase is coming at you live this Sunday, and this indeed is my preview video, my predictions of all the things we are going to see, hopefully, at the show on Sunday. There's a lot here to talk about, so let's get into it. What is going on, everybody? This is Randall419, the man with the million, back again with another video. I hope everybody is having a great day. If you guys can do me a huge favor, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and please share this out on social media. I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for all the continued support. All right, we are finally here, guys. 4 days away from the big showcase. I can't wait to see what Xbox and Bethesda are going to deliver. And for the first time in quite a while, I really don't know what's going to be at the show. The last couple years were sort of easy for me to predict, figure out, hear things, know things that are going to be at the showcase. This is the first time in quite a while where these are all really just going to be predictions, and I could be 100% wrong in every single case. And that's what makes it fun, because there could be tons of surprises here. Banjo could come back. Killer Instinct could be there. Who knows what sort of things Xbox is gonna talk about. But I do have my educated guesses for things that I think we will see from first party, as well as global publishing and third party. So let's dive into it, starting with the games that I don't think will be there. So I do not think we will see at the show Playground's Fable, which is unfortunate because it's one of the few games that I am actually dying to see. I want to see how they're going to bring Fable to life, what the world's going to look like, what the combat's going to be like, the dialogue, all that stuff. I'm dying to see what Playground Games is going to do for Fable, but we're not going to see it this year. We're going to see it next year. Another game that we won't see is State of Decay 3. The team's hard at work on that game. Everwild for Rare is another game that will not show up. I think everybody knows by now that is being rebooted. It was originally revealed in 2019, and it's a cautionary tale of, you know what? Don't reveal your games before you actually know what the game is and have a solid grasp of when it may come out. Because with this title, we may not see it until 2024. And then finally, we will not be seeing Perfect Dark. I think they might save that for the Video Game Awards, maybe later this year, but I definitely do not think we will see it at this Game Awards. The initiative is kind of having a lot of staffing issues. Half the studio is left, and they brought in Crystal Dynamics to help make the game. And this breaks my heart to say, but I do not think we will see Hellblade 2 from Ninja Theory at the showcase. We just saw a gameplay reveal from them 6 months ago at the Video Game Awards. I think we might see it later in the year, potentially at an XO 2022, where some events Microsoft might have planned for before E3 next year, because I do feel it's coming in 2023. It's just that we're not going to see it at this particular showcase. So those are the things that I don't think we're going to see from first party, but there's a whole list of stuff that I think is going to be there. You know, without a doubt, one of the things that are definitely going to be at the showcase is ID at Xbox with their indie titles. More than likely, every single one of them they show will be launching an Xbox Game Pass. I can't really tell you which ones are going to be there, so we will find out together on Sunday, June 12th. But moving on, we're going to talk a little bit about third party, and this is really difficult to kind of parse through because I really don't know what Xbox has marketing for. We know Sony has marketing for games like Hogwarts and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, not to mention stuff like Resident Evil 4 Remake and Street Fighter 6. So I don't really know what Microsoft has up their sleeve, but I do think Diablo 4 is a game that Microsoft has marketing for, and we will see at this showcase. Another game we'll see is a title that people forget about. It is an Xbox exclusive. It was revealed at the VGAs a couple years ago, and that is Arc 2, which features Vin Diesel. I expect to see it again. And even though I've sort of changed my mind on this, I think Final Fantasy VII Remake will finally be coming to Xbox platform, launching in Xbox Game Pass day one, and maybe even shadow dropping that day. I'm sure it's a prediction you guys have heard me say in my last video, as well as on the Xbox 2 podcast this past weekend, and tweeted all over Twitter. However, I'm going to still include it in my predictions, even though I feel that Final Fantasy VII Remake is not going to come to Xbox, but I think it would be pretty lame for me to change my prediction after 4 days or so. So you know what? I'll stick with it, and I'll take that L if it's wrong. Moving over to Xbox Global Publishing, I do think we will see 4 projects from them. I don't really know where this falls in, so I'm just going to say it. GoldenEye, I think, is going to be at the show. The N64 port, it's probably not a Global Publishing game, but whatever, I'm going to put it in this category. I think it launches in August, although it can actually shadow drop that day. I'm not excited to play it, but I'm sure a lot of people are, so you can expect GoldenEye to be there. Another title that I think will be launching this year from Global Publishing is a title that was revealed in 2020, and that is As Dusk Falls. It has a demo at the Tribeca Film Festival. It's already been rated. I think that game is coming out really soon, and I expect to see another trailer for it at this show. Another title from Global Publishing that I think we will see, although I believe it launches early in 2023, is Project Belfry from Stoic, the makers of the Banner Saga. This is supposed to be a Castle Crashers 4-player co-op sort of brawler, and it apparently has some amazing art. So I'm quite interested in seeing what that game actually looks like. And then finally from Global Publishing, we have Avalanche's Contraband, which debuted last year with the CGI announcement trailer. I think there's very good possibility we see it again with a gameplay trailer, and it will say 2023 at the end. So I do expect this showcase to have a lot of dates. Not a lot of firm dates of, hey, September 2nd, 2023, but I expect a lot of the trailers to end with the year 2023. All right, let's finally move into first party, what Xbox and Bethesda is going to show. And let's start it off by talking about the game that I think is going to open the show. Now, I have been going back and forth with myself because I can see a lot of scenarios. What game's going to open? Well, for a while, I thought it was going to be Starfield, but now I feel it's going to be Avowed, simply because we know the game's going to be there. I think we're going to get a large chunk of gameplay, and people have been clamoring to see this title. So Avowed is going to open up the show, and it's going to say 2023. I think it launches in the back half of next year, and it's going to be gameplay, and that is going to be the focus and the message of this show. Gameplay, gameplay, gameplay. Yes, there will probably be some CGI announcement trailers here and there, but Xbox has heard people's criticisms from the last couple shows. They want to see gameplay, and we are going to get a lot of it. Now, Obsidian has a couple other games that I do think are going to show up. Grounded is due for its 1.0 release, so I expect a trailer for that game to show up at some point, as well as Josh Sawyer's new title that Jez Corden, my buddy at Windows Central, I do the Xbox 2 podcast with, he leaked it. Title's called Pentiment, and I expect this game to launch this year. So 3 games from Obsidian. They're definitely one of the workhorses of Xbox Game Studios. Another game that I think is ready to launch this year, in fact, it's probably the biggest game Xbox is going to have for 2022, is Forza Motorsport from Turn 10. We're going to get a segment of gameplay, and they'll date it for sometime in October or September, so look out for that. But that's not the only Forza content we're going to see, because Playground Games will also be showing up with a trailer for their first expansion to Forza Horizon 5. Usually the first expansion is more realistic, while the second one gets crazy. Forza Horizon 3 had Hot Wheels, Forza Horizon 4 had Lego, so I'm not really sure what this expansion is going to be yet, and I think it launches sometime in July, with the second expansion launching later this year. I know this next part might sound crazy to some, but I expect there to be a Fallout presence at the show, even beyond Fallout 76, and I know people are getting excited. Are they going to reveal Fallout 5? Hey, maybe that's the game that does end the show. What about Fallout New Vegas 2? Could they finally reveal that? Potentially. I don't know. But I do think we're going to get new Fallout content this year outside of Fallout 76 that will be launching this holiday, and that will be remasters of either Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. There's been a lot of rumors these past couple days about a new title in the Minecraft universe, and I do think it shows up here. Jeff Gertzman leaked it on his new podcast yesterday. Jez Corden talked about it in his article today, called it Project Badger. So it does seem like the Minecraft RTS will be making its appearance at this showcase. I think we see 2 brand new announcements with CGI trailers from projects we know about. The first being Project Midnight from Compulsion. I think that makes an appearance. They've been working on it for quite some bit, and I think there's a good possibility it launches next year. And then Project Cobalt from In Exile, which is supposed to be their steampunk RPG first-person shooter. I think we will see a announcement trailer for this game as well, although I think it's a little bit later. I expect it to launch sometime in 2024. For all you Xbox fans that have been asking for a console port of Age of Empires 4, I believe World's Edge will deliver a trailer signifying that Age of Empires 4 will be headed to Xbox sometime this fall, probably the 1-year anniversary of the game's launch. One of the things you can take to the bank absolutely locked in is that Redfall from Arcane is going to make an appearance. The game's been delayed to the first half of next year. I'm expecting a February or March release date. I'm not sure we'll get it during the showcase, but one thing we will get for sure is gameplay of Redfall, maybe a 4-minute trailer. And that kind of brings... So what do you guys think about my predictions for the Xbox Bethesda showcase? Let me know what your predictions are in the comments below. What do you think is going to start the show? And what do you think is going to end the show? I'd love to read them. But thank you guys for checking out this video. I really appreciate it. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, share this out on social media, hit that notification bell. You know the drill. Thank you guys so much for taking the time out of your day to watch it, and I'll see you in the next video, which might be tomorrow. Later, guys.